Creating beauty and art in healthy ways that are cleaner and less toxic for the artist, buyer, and the planet. Joining us now with more to discuss her work and her current exhibit, Earthen, is Karen Boone. Karen, absolute pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You have some wonderful pieces that are set up here, but let's just kind of talk about your process, because that's kind of at the heart and soul of what you care about, is that all these beautiful pieces that we are looking at, you are making sure that these are healthy. All the paints you're making yourself. The colors.
That's right. Very much an outdoor person. I love to backpack. I love to be in nature. And I have also always been an artist, and artists work in very toxic materials.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of, you know, VOCs and that sort of thing that come with the territory. And so I decided.
And Karen, you're around it all day long and
I
handling
know,
it too.
right.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to do is just do something that both sort of protected the planet, the artist, and then also for people who buy art, because you don't want things off-gassing in your home or things like that. So what I started to do was actually forage for a pigment, for clay.
You're looking out in the earth.
Yes, that's right.
And gathering things.
Right.
To
Even
crush.
on, we live up in Borden, Indiana. I'm actually very much from Louisville, but we live up in Borden, Indiana, and there's lots of ochres, yellow ochres, just renewable clay. It creaks. And so I'm very much leave no trace, because you can't go to like a national park and take anything. Do not do that. But anywhere you want to go, you can usually find things that are things you can make art out of.
Yeah.
You know, like
you
mineral
brought some
pigments.
samples
I
here,
did.
And I. How did you choose these? These are just clay,
Actually,
right?
these are from Mount St. Francis, which is where the show is, weirdly enough, the exhibit. And I find them and then what I do, I crush with a pestle and mortar, just like this, and then it's kind of, it takes a little while, and it's like a bit of a meditation. It's definitely worth it.
Oh, I didn't think about it like that. It is
exactly.
A meditation.
It's like, because you work towards getting the art onto the, you know, I can feel very much like attuned and in tune with the painting.
What are some of these little colors here? Because I know it's hard for you to find color.
Yes,
what are those pretty stones?
These are actually, we backpacked, did a 9-day backpacking trip in Patagonia just this past spring, and these are like colors you just find in nature, and so you can see these in the work and how they, you know, and then some of the brighter colors I do source online. So if you don't want to do this, you could still be healthy and buy some art supplies online that don't have any fillers or synthetic things in them or toxins. So look around, like you can find those things.
Your exhibit's called Earthen.
Yes.
And very much inspired, like you said, from your travels, and you love being outdoors. I mean, we should mention just even your background. I mean, you have been all over the world studying, and then came back home to Louisville to kind of show off your gorgeous work.
Yes, Louisville's definitely home base, but I went to Basel School of Design in Switzerland, and I worked for Pentagram Design in New York, as well as San Francisco, and I also worked in Tokyo for 2 years.
What an adventure. Well, show off some of the work that you have here.
Well,
very much inspired by nature.
Very
once
much
again,
so.
Right?
A lot of the work definitely has a figurative feel, because I've always been an artist, and I've taken a lot of life drawing, but I also want it to feel like rock, or perhaps like this is called Blue Convergence. Some people might see like waterfalls, or maybe even two rivers coming together. This one is actually, we went to the Tetons this summer for some backpacking, and I don't keep my photos out. I have beautiful photos of our trips, but I don't keep them out. I look at them, maybe think of the colors, and then I put it away. And then, like, it might have mountains in it, it might have some trees, but it's really like how you might then see something, a trip you've been on, or I want someone to be able to also relate to their experience in nature.
That reminds me of some place that I went.
Exactly.
When you're creating your work, do you pull out a photo to use from memory, or are you just going straight from memory? I might look before I start, and then I just try to get in the zone with it. I try to just play with this. All this is, I mix the clay with walnut oil. So these are actually very light fast, and they are like old masters paintings, even though they look like they're made of dirt. And I also use organic cotton canvas. I stretch all my own canvases so that I can use organic background. And I use a plant-based gesso so that
a lot of times some gessos, if you buy them, they have rabbit skin
Yeah.
or even horse hooves, and I'm kind of vegan and
It's
vegetarian.
things that people don't know.
No,
You don't
exactly.
know
And so
that.
basically they're kind of very earth friendly all the way through. And
Right. Oh, mention
just,
these
yes,
pieces right
these
here
are
too, 'cause
these.
I thought these were
Yes.
like, I'm like, she collected wood from Mount St. Francis and brought it up here.
No, no, these are actually
Do the big reveal, Karen.
all the paint on here is very natural, but they're actually just made on renewable surfaces like cardboard.
Cardboard.
So things that you might have around that, and so I'm not using new substances.
Yeah.
I'm using
Everything's renewable.
upcyclable. So everything about this is like dirt and cardboard. It's like,
you wouldn't
but
know.
no, but it's meant to just be like really pretty sculpture for a table, or you know. And I'm just
And
really
beautiful
excited.
leaf sculptures
Right.
here.
These are just natural clay, and you know they're just. I would bring some leaves in and just look at them, and then sculpt these. There's no molds. This is just me making this with my hands.
Yeah.
Nothing, no molds or anything, because people think that
all
they're
from
done
your
with
eyes
molds.
in nature, which I
Yes,
think is
yes.
remarkable, just what
Yes.
you captured and enjoyed.
Yes.
Well, let people know where they can see your work on display.
Well, right now it's the last week of a show up at Mount St. Francis in the. They have a beautiful new gallery up there, and you can also go up there and hike around.
Mount St. Francis is just beautiful anyway
It
to get away.
is. It's very peaceful, and they
reconnect.
also have the Franciscan Arts Initiative and the Franciscan Earth Care Initiative. This is worldwide, and so they love this because it speaks to both of their initiatives.
Yes, it certainly does. So
So
how long is that going on where your work is
it's
up
only
there?
one more week.
One
It's
more week.
literally just now until Friday, but they can also make an appointment or call me as well, and we could set up a visit to go up there.
And all
So-
these works are on sale?
Yes.
Well, they're not on sale, but they're for sale.
Yes, they're
I should
for
point
sale
out
in the
they're for
gallery,
sale.
for sure.
One work that
It's-
she actually already brought in, I'm like, are we going to put that up? She's like, oh, that already sold. So it's going fast. Karen, a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you,
And
I
to
really
learn about
appreciate it.
everything that you're doing. So to learn more and take a look at some of her work, just head over to KarenBoone.com.